On the sprawling campus of the Galactic Federation's university, nestled among the stars, a group of alien students from various planets gathered for a unique course titled Understanding Deathworlds, focusing particularly on Earth. The term Deathworld is given to planets considered exceptionally dangerous due to their harsh environments, predatory wildlife, and extreme climates. Earth, with its tumultuous history and diverse ecosystems, was a prime subject of study. The course was led by Professor Alia Thorne, a renowned xenobiologist and a human herself, who had spent decades studying both Earth and other classified deathworlds. Her approach to teaching was immersive and hands-on, which is why she had planned a live demonstration that none of the students would forget. As the class convened, the air was thick with excitement and apprehension. The students, beings who had evolved on planets ranging from the icy wastelands of Krylor to the serene forests of Allura, had only read about Earth's dangerous reputation. Today, they were to witness firsthand why Earth was feared and respected across the galaxy. Professor Thorne began the session with a briefing. Today, we're going to simulate a few Earth environments, she announced. You will experience the conditions and encounter some of the flora and fauna that make Earth a death world. Remember, safety protocols are in place, but you must remain alert at all times. The first simulation was of the Amazon rainforest. The classroom transformed, holographic trees towering high, the air heavy with humidity, and the sounds of distant wildlife. The students were in awe, their sensory organs twitching at the unfamiliar moisture and sounds. As they ventured deeper into the simulation, a sudden movement caught their attention. A holographic jaguar leapt from a branch directly above them, causing a unified gasp. On Earth, such predators are masters of their environment, Professor Thorne explained, pausing the simulation just as the jaguar attacked. Their presence is a key reason Earth is classified as a death world. Adaptation and awareness are essential for survival. Next, they transitioned to the Sahara Desert. The humidity vanished, replaced by dry, scorching heat. Sands stretched endlessly, and the sun blazed down unforgivingly. The students, some of whom were from aquatic or frigid planets, struggled with the extreme change. Desert conditions on Earth can desiccate an unprepared traveler within hours, Thorne noted as she discussed survival strategies and adaptations of desert species. The final simulation was perhaps the most dramatic. The classroom morphed into the turbulent environment of Mount Everest. Bitter cold battered the students, winds howled fiercely, and the thin air made breathing laborious. The physical discomfort was palpable, even in a simulated environment. High altitudes like this are inhospitable even to many Earth species, Thorne explained. Yet life finds a way to endure. That resilience is emblematic of what it means to survive on a death world. Throughout these simulations, the students were both terrified and fascinated. They experienced Earth's beauty and brutality, gaining a deep appreciation for the resilience of life forms that thrived in such conditions. As the demonstration concluded, the classroom returned to its normal state. The students were visibly shaken but enlightened. Their understanding of Earth and its categorization as a death world profoundly deepened. Discussions followed, with students sharing how the experience changed their perceptions of not only Earth, but also the adaptability and tenacity of life. Professor Thorne smiled, satisfied with the outcome. Earth teaches us that life is not about avoiding danger, but adapting to it, embracing it, and surviving it. That's the lesson of any death world, and it's a valuable lesson for all of us, no matter where we come from. The session ended with applause, not just for the stunning demonstration, but for the resilience of Earthlings and the newfound respect the students held for one of the galaxy's most notorious planets. This class, one of many in the course, had imparted more than knowledge. It had instilled awe and respect for the forces of nature and the creatures that survive them, including the humans of Earth. Following the initial simulations, Professor Thorne decided to deepen the students' understanding by focusing on Earth's aquatic environments, which are as perilous as they are picturesque. The next simulation brought them to the Great Barrier Reef, but not the vibrant paradise often depicted in documentaries. Instead, they encountered its treacherous currents and predatory species. As the holograms of sharks and venomous jellyfish swirled around the students, Thorne narrated, "The beauty of Earth's waters is matched by their danger. Each creature plays a vital role in the ecosystem, and survival is a delicate balance." The immersive lesson continued with a simulation of an earthquake in the San Andreas Fault. The ground shook violently, and the sky turned a dusty gray as the sounds of crumbling structures filled the air. The students, gripped by the realism of the experience, could almost feel the panic that such a disaster would incite. Earthquakes are another aspect of what makes this planet a death world. Its very crust is unstable, creating not only geological but also profound socio-economic impacts, Thorne explained as the simulation gently wound down. The culmination of the course was an in-depth analysis analysis of Earth's microbial life, particularly viruses and bacteria that have caused historic pandemics. While not visible to the naked eye, these microorganisms can be the deadliest predators of all, Thorne highlighted. She detailed the Black Plague and the Spanish flu, linking these past events to contemporary issues like antibiotic resistance and emerging diseases. This part of the course was especially unsettling for the students, who came from worlds where microbiology was vastly different or, in some cases, non-existent in their environments. The concept of invisible threats that could decimate populations was both fascinating and horrifying. Throughout these lessons, the students not only learned about Earth's physical dangers, but also about the resilience and adaptiveness of its inhabitants. They discussed how Earth's challenges had shaped human culture, leading to advancements in medicine, architecture, and societal structures designed to mitigate the risks of living on such a world. The course wrapped up with a student-led symposium where each participant presented on how the concepts learned could apply to their own worlds. They drew parallels between Earth's environments and their planets, discussing strategies for disaster preparedness, ecological balance, and even cultural resilience. As the course concluded, Professor Thorne reflected on the journey they had taken together. Understanding Earth as a death world helps us appreciate not only the dangers it poses, but also the remarkable ways in which life can adapt and thrive under extreme conditions. These lessons go beyond academic knowledge. They teach us about the potential for life throughout the universe to persist and evolve in the face of adversity. The students left the course with a new perspective not only on Earth, but on the potential for life's tenacity under the most daunting conditions. They gained a profound respect for the planet they once viewed from a distance as merely dangerous, now seen as a testament to the strength and ingenuity of life. To further challenge the students and deepen their understanding of Earth as a death world, Professor Thorne introduced simulations of extreme weather events that are quintessential to Earth's dynamic climate system. The students experienced the fury of a Category 5 hurricane, witnessing the destructive power of high winds and torrential rains that can obliterate coastal areas. They learned about tornadoes tearing through the American Midwest, with winds so powerful they can lift and destroy houses and vehicles. These experiences were contrasted with Earth's more subtle but equally formidable ecological challenges, such as prolonged droughts and devastating wildfires, which have shaped human responses to natural disasters and influenced global policies on climate change and disaster readiness. Through these simulations, students began to appreciate the complex interplay between Earth's natural forces and human society, gaining insights into the resilience and innovation that such challenges have spurred. As the semester progressed, the course delved into the historical interactions between Earth species, including the coevolution of predators and prey, and the impact of human expansion on other species. Students were fascinated by the concept of biodiversity hotspots and conservation efforts aimed at preserving Earth's unique wildlife, which, despite the planet's dangers, continues to thrive in many regions. The discussions in class shifted from merely observing Earth's hazards to understanding how such challenges have been integral to shaping the ethos and ethics of human civilizations. Students explored how Earth's relentless environmental pressures have fostered a strong sense of innovation and adaptability, traits that they began to see as valuable on their own, less hostile planets. In one of the final classes, the students participated in a role-playing session where they assumed the roles of Earth's disaster response teams. They strategized and executed response plans for various disaster scenarios, applying their knowledge of Earth's environmental challenges and the human strategies for mitigation. This exercise not only solidified their understanding of Earth as a death world, but also enhanced their skills in crisis management and emergency planning. Professor Thorne concluded the course with a reflective session, where students shared their projects on how the lessons learned from Earth could be applied to improve their home planets. Many proposed innovative, Earth-inspired solutions to address their world's unique challenges, from enhancing their environmental resilience to designing more effective disaster response frameworks. The course on Earth's status as a death world thus transformed from a curriculum of cautionary tales to a program of proactive strategy and deep respect for the resilience of life in all forms. The students left with not only a comprehensive understanding of why Earth is called a death world, but also with a sense of admiration for the planet's inhabitants, who have learned to survive and thrive under such relentless challenges. Reflecting on the course, Professor Thorne felt a profound sense of accomplishment. She had opened the minds of her students to the complexities of life on Earth, challenging their preconceptions and expanding their perspectives. The course had not only educated them about Earth, but had also equipped them with a deeper understanding of their own worlds and the universal qualities that bind all sentient life in the struggle for survival and prosperity. The course's final weeks were dedicated to understanding Earth's socio-political landscape, which had been shaped significantly by its environmental challenges. Professor Thorne introduced produced simulations that depicted historical conflicts and alliances driven by resource scarcity and environmental disasters. These lessons were framed to show not just the struggles but also the ways in which such adversities had led to innovations in governance and diplomacy on Earth. In an immersive simulation, the students experienced the complexities of water rights negotiations in the Nile Basin, witnessing firsthand the interplay between need, power, and survival. They analyzed the Indus Water Treaty as a case study in successful long-term conflict resolution, which provided critical insights into how Earthlings manage to sustain peace in resource-limited scenarios. The class also explored the cultural diversity of Earth, understanding how different societies have adapted to their environments and how these adaptations have influenced global cultures. This segment of the course included virtual visits to various Earth communities, experiencing festivals, rituals, and daily practices that have evolved in response to local environmental conditions. As the course neared completion, Professor Thorne tasked the students with developing proposals for implementing Earth-inspired resilience strategies on their home planets. This project challenged the students to think critically about their own world's challenges and to creatively adapt the lessons learned from Earth to address those issues. The students collaborated in groups, integrating their diverse perspectives and leveraging their unique planetary experiences. They proposed a range of solutions, from building disaster-resistant infrastructure modeled after earthquake-proof buildings on Earth to developing crisis response systems inspired by Earth's international aid networks. Their final presentations were a testament to the depth of their understanding and the profound impact the course had on their approach to planetary management. They discussed their proposals with a panel of experts from the Galactic Federation, who provided feedback and encouraged the students to pursue these initiatives. Feedback from the course was overwhelmingly positive, with many students expressing that their view of Earth had changed from one of fear to one of respect and admiration. They appreciated Earth's resilience and the proactive nature of its inhabitants, seeing them as models for handling adversity. Professor Thorne, reflecting on the success of the course, planned to expand the curriculum to include more interactive elements and even propose exchange programs with Earth universities. This would allow alien students to experience Earth's environment firsthand and Earth students to learn more about the wider galaxy. The course concluded with a graduation ceremony where students received certificates of completion adorned with Earth and Galactic Federation symbols, a symbol of their new status as ambassadors of Deathworld resilience and interplanetary cooperation. They left the course not only with a deep knowledge of why Earth is classified as a death world, but also with a respect for its inhabitants and a desire to foster greater understanding and unity among the diverse worlds of the galaxy. After completing the course, the students returned to their home planets, equipped with a wealth of knowledge and a new perspective on dealing with environmental and socio-political challenges. Many of them became leading figures in their planetary governments, applying the lessons they had learned about Earth's resilience and adaptability to their local issues. One student, Threx from the gas giant Vaer, implemented a disaster response strategy based on Earth's hurricane preparedness systems. He adapted these strategies to manage the frequent and violent storms in Vaer's atmosphere, significantly reducing casualties and economic losses over the next decade. Another student, Lyra of Alora, used her understanding of Earth's biodiversity conservation efforts to initiate a planet-wide program to protect her world's unique flora and fauna, which were under threat from invasive species. Inspired by Earth's national parks, Lyra established several protected nature reserves on Alora, which soon became centers for ecological research and ecotourism, boosting her planet's economy and environmental health. The course also had a profound impact on interstellar trade and diplomacy. As graduates of the course assumed roles in their governments, they brought with them a greater understanding of the importance of sustainable practices and mutual aid. Trade agreements began to include clauses ensuring the protection of natural resources and equitable access to technology, inspired by Earth's international environmental treaties. The Galactic Federation noticed the positive changes initiated by these alumni and decided to fund a permanent program based on Professor Thorne's course. This program, named the Earth Studies Initiative, was established as a standard part of diplomatic training for Federation officers. It included a mandatory residency period on Earth, where trainees could experience its environments firsthand and participate in exchange programs with Earth-based institutions. Professor Thorne was appointed as the first director of the Earth Studies Initiative, given her expertise and pioneering work in the field. Under her leadership, the program expanded, including more diverse aspects of Earth's culture and technology, further enhancing the galactic community's ability to navigate the complexities of their diverse worlds. The success stories of the course's alumni were regularly featured in the Galactic Federation's communications, serving as inspiring examples of how understanding and respecting the unique challenges and strengths of deathworlds like Earth could lead to broader advancements in peace, stability, and prosperity across the galaxy. These developments sparked a new era of galactic cooperation, where planets viewed each other not as competitors but as partners in survival and prosperity. The principles taught in the course, adaptation, resilience, and mutual respect, became core tenets of the Federation's philosophy. Years later, many of the alumni returned to the Galactic Federation's university for a reunion event, where they shared their achievements and the tangible impacts of their work. Their projects had not only transformed their own worlds, but also contributed to a richer understanding of sustainable living and cooperation across the galaxy. Their reunion was a testament to the enduring impact of their education and the visionary curriculum introduced by Professor Thorne. It was clear that the lessons learned from Earth, once seen as a primitive and dangerous place, had become key to fostering a new generation of leaders capable of guiding their civilizations toward a more harmonious future. The impact of the Earth Studies Initiative continued to resonate throughout the galaxy, prompting the establishment of similar programs focused on other Deathworlds within the Galactic Federation. These programs aim to harness the unique evolutionary and ecological lessons from these planets to bolster galactic knowledge and preparedness for dealing with extreme planetary conditions. In addition, the success stories of the students who had taken Professor Thorne's course inspired a documentary series titled Galactic Pioneers: Earth Lessons for the Stars, which aired across the Federation. This series highlighted the practical applications of their Earth-based knowledge in various planetary contexts, emphasizing how these lessons had been adapted to address specific local challenges. The documentary series also sparked interest in Earth's cultural resilience, how diverse human societies have not only survived but thrived amidst adversities. This led to a cultural exchange program where representatives from various planets visited Earth to learn about its art, music, and community organization, which were deeply intertwined with the planet's environmental challenges. The exchanges were reciprocal, with Earth scholars visiting other planets to learn about their survival strategies and cultural achievements. This interstellar exchange enriched the Federation's cultural diversity and strengthened diplomatic ties, reducing misunderstandings and conflicts between member planets. As the network of alumni from the Earth Studies Initiative grew, they formed an informal coalition known as the Earth Legacy Guild. This group worked on projects that applied Earth's sustainability practices on a galactic scale, such as large-scale ecological restoration projects and the development of crisis response protocols that utilized Earth's disaster management strategies. One of the Guild's significant achievements was the development of the Galactic Disaster Response System, GDRS, a Federation-wide initiative that coordinated efforts across planets during natural disasters based on models like Earth's International Disaster Emergency Service. The GDRS was credited with saving millions of lives during the Great Nebula Storm, a series of catastrophic meteorological events that affected several systems in the outer sectors. Professor Thorne, seeing the fruits of her labor grow beyond her initial expectations, established the Thorne Foundation, dedicated to advancing interstellar understanding and cooperation through education and cultural exchange. The foundation provided scholarships for students from undeveloped planets, giving them the opportunity to study at the Galactic Federation's university and learn about Earth and other Deathworlds. The influence of Earth's lessons on the Galactic Federation culminated in the establishment of the Interstellar Environmental Accord, signed by all member planets. This accord committed them to maintaining biodiversity and ecological health across the galaxy, inspired by Earth's leadership in ecological conservation and recovery efforts. As the years passed, the legacy of the course and its teachings continued to grow. The alumni, once students curious about the dangerous reputation of Earth, were now leaders shaping a more resilient and united galaxy. Their efforts demonstrated that the challenges of one planet could provide solutions and hope for many others, bridging worlds with shared knowledge and mutual respect. The story of Earth's influence on the galaxy, once a tale of caution, had become a saga of inspiration, showing that even the most formidable environments could teach lessons of survival, adaptability, and unity. The Earth Studies Initiative not only continued to grow, but also inspired a wave of similar programs focused on other planets within the Galactic Federation, each with its unique environmental challenges. These programs, collectively known as the Planetary Resilience Studies, sought to apply the resilience and adaptability lessons learned from Earth to a wide array of galactic environments. This initiative led to the establishment of a specialized institute, the Federation Planetary Resilience Academy, W. The success of these programs highlighted the need for a unified approach to planetary crises. Drawing on the principles established in the Earth Studies courses, the Galactic Federation developed the Unified Crisis Management Framework, UCMF. This comprehensive framework was designed to streamline responses to natural disasters, ecological crises, and other large-scale emergencies across member planets, ensuring that the hard-earned lessons from from Earth and other death worlds were effectively applied. In recognition of her groundbreaking work and continued impact on galactic education and policy, Professor Thorne was awarded the Galactic Medal of Honor. The ceremony, broadcast live across the Federation, served as a platform for her to advocate for even greater investment in educational programs that fostered an understanding of ecological and cultural resilience. Her speech, invoking the shared destiny of all planetary inhabitants, was met with widespread acclaim and led to increased funding and support. As the alumni of the original Earth Studies course moved into positions of influence, they maintained their connections through the Earth Legacy Guild. This network facilitated not only ongoing professional support and collaboration, but also acted as a think tank for addressing some of the most pressing issues facing the galaxy. Their collective efforts were instrumental in the development of the Intergalactic Ecological Monitoring System, IEMS, a sophisticated network of satellites and ground-based. The impact of these initiatives was profound. Planets once plagued by environmental degradation and resource conflicts began to see significant improvements as the techniques and technologies developed through the Earth Studies Initiative were adapted to local conditions. These transformations were not just environmental but also social and economic, as sustainable practices led to more stable and prosperous societies. The cultural exchanges that began as part of the Earth Studies curriculum had evolved into a significant aspect of galactic diplomacy. Annual cultural festivals, initiated by the Thorne Foundation, became key events in the galactic calendar, celebrated on Earth and other member planets. These festivals not only showcased the arts and traditions of different worlds, but also facilitated discussions on global and interstellar issues, reinforcing the interconnectedness of all planetary populations. As decades turned into centuries, the teachings from Earth's death world status continued to inspire and guide. The lessons of resilience, adaptability, and mutual support had transcended their origins, becoming fundamental components of galactic civilization. The story of Earth, once a cautionary tale of survival against harsh odds, had become a beacon of hope, a testament to the power of education and cooperation in forging a better future for all inhabitants of the galaxy. Reflecting on the enduring legacy of the Earth Studies Initiative, it was clear that the course had done more than educate students about the challenges of a single planet. It had changed the way the galaxy understood adversity and resilience, turning Earth's harsh realities into lessons of hope and unity for the entire Federation. As the influence of the Earth Studies Initiative continued to unfold, it became a cornerstone for galactic policy on environmental management and intercultural relations. The lessons from Earth, once perceived as unique to its death world status, were now recognized as universally applicable, essential tools for fostering sustainable development across varied planetary environments. The Galactic Federation, once a loose coalition focused primarily on trade and security, had evolved into a more cohesive entity, deeply committed to the principles of sustainability and mutual aid that the Earth Studies Initiative had championed. This shift was partly attributed to the diplomatic and cultural bridges built by the alumni of the program, who continued to serve as ambassadors of Earth's resilience and adaptability. The legacy of the initiative was perhaps most vividly seen in the standard galactic curriculum, updated to include a mandatory module on planetary resilience, inspired by Earth's example. This curriculum was taught in schools across the galaxy, ensuring that every new generation of citizens grew up with an awareness of and appreciation for the challenges and triumphs of living on a death world and the importance of respecting and preserving the natural balance of their own worlds. Moreover, the annual Earth Day Galactic, inspired by Earth's tradition of celebrating and promoting environmental awareness, had become a major event that united planets across the Federation. On this day, citizens engaged in ecological restoration projects, cultural exchange programs, and forums on sustainable living, reflecting on Earth's lessons and their relevance to galactic harmony. In retrospection, the Earth Studies Initiative not only transformed how the Galactic Federation approached education and policy, but also reshaped interstellar relations. It fostered a shared commitment to planetary stewardship and cultural empathy that transcended previous boundaries, turning former rivals into partners in the quest to achieve a sustainable and peaceful galaxy. Centuries later, historians would point to the initiative as a pivotal moment in galactic history, when Earth, once an isolated and misunderstood planet, emerged as a leader in galactic diplomacy and ecological innovation. The legacy of the students and Professor Thorne continued to inspire, a testament to the enduring power of education and the unifying potential of shared challenges and aspirations. Thus, the story of the Earth Studies Initiative was not just a chronicle of overcoming adversity, but a narrative of hope, unity, and the infinite potential of cooperative spirit across the cosmos. It stood as a beacon, reminding future generations of the pivotal role that understanding and cooperation play in the survival and prosperity of all civilizations within within the Galactic Federation and beyond. The enduring impact of the Earth Studies Initiative was a testament to the notion that education could serve as the foundation for galactic peace and progress. The initiative not only bridged worlds through shared knowledge, but also highlighted the universality of Earth's challenges and the lessons they held for all sentient beings. This legacy, cherished and continued by generations, became a guiding light for the Federation, proving that the most formidable challenges could foster the greatest advancements. As the galaxies continued to evolve and new challenges emerged, the principles instilled by the Earth Studies Initiative remained relevant, guiding efforts to maintain harmony and sustainability. This story, a legacy of Earth and its once feared environment, continued to inspire not as a tale of danger, but as a saga of resilience, proving that understanding and cooperation were the most potent forces in the universe for creating a prosperous and sustainable future for all. In every corner of the galaxy, the story of Earth's transformation from a feared death world to a beacon of resilience serves as a reminder that the challenges we face can become the catalysts for our greatest achievements. This narrative, rich with lessons of courage and collaboration, continues to inspire and guide, echoing across the stars as a symbol of what can be accomplished when diverse worlds unite in the pursuit of common goals.